Alright, hello. It's been a while, I know, but hey, that rhymed. As you can tell, this is unscripted. This is the character I'll be drawing, more on that later, and this is my setup, so don't expect anything good out of this. This is just me randomly yapping while I call it a quote-unquote review. Anyway, I had this idea because 3 years ago, I made a video reviewing the Born alcohol markers, and it went a little crazy. So you see, the reason why I made that video in the first place is because no others existed, and the thing is, when I go to buy art supplies, I need to watch a review first, so I know if they're good. And since no others existed, that's why I think that video got 4.3k views. What the hell? I have no clue how that happened. So I decided, you know what? It's been 3 years. Might as well see how well these markers are holding up. So, as you can see, I'm doing a drawing right here of one of my fresh new characters who I don't have their name of. They're actually a kitty dog, you see. If you have any name suggestions, please let me know. I don't have much to yap about. So, please enjoy a brief yap break. Here, for part of my experiments, I guess, I drew a face with pencil and a little person with pen, which doesn't look the best. We don't talk about the hair. Anyway, I drew them just to see how the markers would hold up going over pencil and pen. So we'll see how that goes later. Another one of the tests I decided to do was get a bunch of my different brands of markers in similar colours. Not the most exact, because I don't have that many colours of each. Just to see, you know, how they go, how they look. Funny story about that one Copic, or Copic, however you pronounce it. I'm gonna say Copic because that's what I hear the most. I found it in a $2 art supplies bag at the op shop. So I bought it mostly because of the Copic marker, but yeah, this is where my phone decides to fall off of the unstable surface that I placed it on. How surprising. Anyway, there was some other stuff that was handy. It was all just pens and stuff. Majority of them I threw out because, you know, they were dead, or I gave away because they just weren't great. As you can see, the marker has seen better days as it's leaked all over the cap and all over itself. Yeah, but all I've really noticed from that is that the typo markers are extremely transparent. There's not much of a difference or anything I can analyze from this. And here I am trying to colour in over the pencil, except I'm failing very badly because these pens like to bleed a lot. Either that or I'm just not great at colouring in the lines. And here I am doing a pink gradient, which these pens are pretty decent with gradients. I did this one with the thick side of the pen. I'm not sure what to call it. I also did a blend with the fine tip with blue pens, as you can see. And, you know, it blends pretty decently. The colours, how they come out compared to the cap, is very different. So I recommend if you're going to use these, you pretty much need swatches. Alright, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Time to colour this girl. Not really, because I haven't outlined it yet, but I'm still going to swatch every single purple that came with the markers, which is quite a few. Something that I like about this set is the sheer amount of colours. Well, not so the amount, but the selection. It's a good selection. It's got a decent amount of tones for each colour, considering that it is a bud alcohol marker pack. Yo, look at this 6 out. Oh, I'm so stupid. Send help, please. I need it.
And while you're there, like the video and subscribe. Thank you!
Anyways, here I am colouring in the really ugly pen drawing of a person. Well, I mean, the drawing isn't that bad itself. It's just the hair. Finally, I'm up to outlining. I decided to choose a 0.5 thickness pen out of all of mine and erase the sketching lines, since when I sketch, I press really hard for some reason. I don't know, it's a habit I've had for ages, just so I can see everything a little bit better. Have another quick yap break because I have nothing else to talk about right now. And remember to drink water like I am, because I barely drink water and my voice is slowly dying. The most satisfying part of the process, erasing the sketch underneath the outline.
Hello, I love it so much.
I mean, I kind of do know why, because it's pretty common. Anyway, I'm just going over the lines on the eyes and stuff, you know, the bits that I erased away because I pressed too hard when erasing as well as drawing. I have a problem. Oh, and finally, I get to start on the colouring, as you can see. I was scared, but I just got started. The colours aren't the most exact to the reference, but it's the best I can get. I don't know if anyone's gonna actually watch this, but if you did make it this far, comment, orange. Don't make it obvious, though. Put it in, like, a sentence or something. I don't know. Also, give me more ideas for video to make, because I'm probably going to come back to doing stuff if I feel like it. I don't know. It probably might be just a one-time thing, and then I'll just disappear for another few months. We'll see what happens. Anyway, here I am swatching some pinks, because in the design, there is a pink to purple gradient on the horns, and I want to make sure I get the right color. And the colouring was not great on the horns, I can admit. The bleeding, not so great. Or maybe that was just my fault. I don't know. I don't do traditional art very often. And I haven't used these pens for months. Look at that bleed. But don't worry, I am going to fix it later. At least attempt to. The comparison, it's not so similar, but it's going to have to do, since we do have a limited colour supply. As you can see, I'm being indecisive about what tone of purple I want, but I ended up going with... Don't say it. I'm not... You know what one. Now I'm doing more pink swatches because I need to colour in the inside of the ears. Well, For the cat ears, I colored them in, but for some reason I completely forgot about the dog ears and got distracted and colored in the earrings and then did whatever the hell that is. And now I am filling in the dog ears after I forgot and going full I don't know what's going on mode with grabbing pretty much every color possible that I could use for the eyes. Now, the reason I need so many damn colors for the eyes is because I need to do a blue to purple gradient for the, I think irises is the name of the colored part of the eye. I need to do a dark purple for the pupils, and I need to do a red mixed with yellow sort of blend for the whites of the eye, since this kitty dog is a stoner. Don't ask what made that part of the design, I don't know, but definitely more prevalent in the paper drawing than the digital art since I didn't have any white. Now this drawing is coming to an end. I was going to add shading, but after a long while of sitting there and drawing and trying to squeeze in between the definitely proper phone setup and all of that stuff, I just kind of had enough. So I just couldn't be bothered, shading. But I did end up getting out my white Posca, fixing up some of the smudges, and then afterwards I did go over with my fine liners to fix up some of the lines, as well as go back with the color in the spots where I messed up with the Posca. I do actually have a finer white Posca than that. It's just that I have no clue where it is, so I just decided to cave and use my thick one. I mean, it's better than just leaving it as it is, and I'm kind of glad I did that because, touch-ups are always good. Anyway, as this comes to an end, I like to say I hope you enjoyed this quote-unquote review. It's not really a review, just a yapping session while I draw. I guess I better state some overall things about these markers since it still is supposed to be a review. Basically, the color range is good. The colors come out very differently to the cap, so if you're going to use them, I highly recommend you make swatches first. I remember I did that when I first started using them. I made a swatch sheet. I'm not sure if it's just me, but they do bleed quite a bit into lines, so make sure you press thick and make sure you don't go too close to lines. Be careful when you're drawing with them, and also place a piece of cardboard or something that is thick enough and you don't mind getting ink on between your pages when you draw with it, because they do bleed.